Hey guys, what's up? We're here with my CPL day two games. I'm in best of three again. I'm against my boy Updated Kanto, SPL teammate, really solid player overall. He tends to use more of these wild offensive teams, so this was not to be surprised. And that's why I decided to bring Sticky Whip, kind of change it up. I figured he'd be feasting on my normal balance team, so I didn't want to put up with the onslaught of offensive pressure. So I said, screw it, I'll do you one better. I'll bring up my own offense, I'll throw a Sticky Web on it, ton of priority, and let's get on to it. So right off the bat, I lead with my Shuffle, of course, trying to get up webs. He leads Starmie, and I'm going to dodge Hydro Pump, which is really fortunate. Sticky Web, I figure he's probably going to go for it again, and I'm red card, and I live it. So I'm also sturdy if he crits. So he finally hits the third one, so sorry about all of that impromptu fuckery. And I get Zard right off the bat, and I encore because I forgot my move. Um, anyway, I encore again. I had leftovers on this team yesterday, that's why. Anyway, he goes Landorus here, and now I switch out to Scizor, and I'm just like, okay, we're gonna start getting up damage ASAP, Rocky. I'm gonna get Sword Stance up. He's gonna be Adamant Earthquakes. That means there's a good chance to kill me in one shot at +2. And I'm gonna be. I actually rolled really high with Ball Punch there, but it was always gonna come with rocks almost. So that was fine. He goes Latios and Hidden Power Ice here, and we're kind of really into this like rapid Hellfire gameplay here. I go hard Bisharp predicting a defog, but he goes for a cover, which is interesting. So maybe he's not defog on that. He goes Klefki on my, I think Swords Dance. No, I go for Sucker. Oh, yeah. Predicting him to maybe have like Hidden Power Fire or Life Orb or some shit. But yeah, anyway, I go Swords Dance here. I'm Lumberry. So he goes for T-Wave here, but that proc just Lumberry, so therefore he can't play Paralyze me. And he's going to be physically defensive, so he's going to eat that Iron Head with ease. And now I'm just going to try and hit through, but he's not going to give me the chance because he's going to fully Paralyze me. So he's going to get another layer of spikes up. That's chill. No Iron Head damage or anything else like that, so it's great. Interestingly enough, he's going to go Zard here. I guess I'm going to. I think I Sucker here. He Tailwinds as I knock. Oh, yeah. He Tailwinds as I knock. I predicted like Rooster Tailwind. And now I Sucker as he Swords Dance. But I'm just going to spam Sucker because I want Tailwind to run out. And I'm going to kill him there. So it's great. All he got out of that was Tailwind. It's fine. He goes Starmie here, interestingly enough. I Sucker. I hit 3 thanks. I think that was like a desperation play. Like, if he could spin and then on the full paralysis, then he has a chance of winning. He goes Bisharp. And again, I just need to not fully paralyze here because I can put it in like really low range. He's going to go for the Swords Dance plus like 6, plus 4. I'm going to hit with the knock, thankfully. Knock off that orb. And now he's in Aqua Jet range, so it's cool. I can kind of checkmate him here. He crits to Sucker, but I'm 99% sure it didn't matter. Even if it did, it didn't matter. He's going to let the Landorus go, that's fine. As I Aqua Jet, it's chill. He goes Latios here. I'm going to go Shuckle just to fight it off. As he goes, I think for the Calm Mind. Yeah, right. He goes Calm Mind. I'm just going to Encore here. He's Side Shocked. And he reveals he's also Life Orb in this. He's like a lot of Life Orb users in this team. I'm going to go Hooping here knowing I'm Scarf, so I outrun it. And I should be able to do over half consistently. He's going to live it after Life Orb, but that's going to put him in Aqua Jet range. I'm going to be able to sweep with Aqua Jet. So game one's mine. Really close, tight offensive affair. No doubt about that, but I'm going to emerge victorious 2-0 with my Thunderous and Azumarill. So yeah, see how Aqua Jet takes him out. Yep, so now we're in game 2. I'm using a bit of an old team. I used it a couple times. You might have seen it. It's got the Swords Dance, Bolt Beam, Como, which is a really cool set in my eyes. I really liked it against his balances, so why not? Let's extend to the scouting engine in the store. Right at the bat, I'm leading with my Pivot Gear Nut, and I'm just going to Volt Switch out to get some chip on him. I think here I go to Pax just to try and knock it off, but I think I predict Tran and double. Do I predict Tran and double, or do I just call it? I think I just... Oh, yeah, I knock. Okay, yeah. I was like, he's going to go Tran, but I don't really want to risk that. So now I Como here because I've got Mist Train up, and I'm like, why not? And I think here I Ice Punch predicting the Landorus, but he goes Finny, and I really wanted the Z here, but I didn't want to risk him being fast, so I just go Pex. And at this point, I still haven't fully revealed my set, so you could have just thought it was like Ice Punch, and I couldn't touch the Finny, so it works out really well. Because now he's in Z range for sure. I go for Scald Gear into Serp. Unfortunately, I do not burn. The Serp's going to prove to be an issue if I lose Gear, Lottie, Como, things that Reval does really well against. He's going to go for a Leaf Storm right off the bat, but just fine. I'm hard swap, so it's chill. He's going to only do 35 with the hidden powers you see there. It's pocket change, thankfully. And now I'm just going to Volt Switch out predicting Tran. So I do a nice 25% there, and it's already knocks. It's great, and I get Como in. And I think here I go for that Z Electric, and I'm going to take out that Finny in 1, which is why that little chip before went a long way. Yeah, so it's great. The Volt Switch and then the Ice Punch. So it's going to take that out, and I feel like I'm in a good spot. And I predict him to go for a knockoff. And I go for the close combat there, and he goes Zard. So I'm really ahead now. And he's going to stay in here and go for the Roost. As I think I Thunder Punch, which in hindsight, no, I close combat predicting that. Okay, yeah, I close combat on the Roost. It's great. But now I'm trying to get my way out of there because I want to still be alive to check Serpent Tran. So I go Pex here as he goes for the flamethrower. So I'm in a really good spot. I've been outplaying him thus far, but I'm still really paranoid because Serp plus Weavile is such a potent combination against my team. As I just recover up, letting him recover up. Unfortunately, I let go of the pressure there. Um, Serp comes in here as I go for Scald. Again, I don't burn it, but that's fine. Um, no leftovers, so I'm thinking it might be Scarf. So I go Como. I'm just trying to take initiative. And he does 21 there. So I'm like, all right, I live another. But he's Z Grass, which always kills it, +2. So now I'm thinking, all right, since he's Z, Z sets almost always one glare on Serp because the whole point is that you glare Torn the first time you're in, and the second time you go Grass into Z Grass, and you're able to take it out potentially, especially if rocks are up. That's kind of the crux of the set right there. So I'm like, all right, I do spam a lot of Torn, that makes sense. So I'm expecting to like glare with either Taunt or Synthesis, but as long as I don't, as long as if it's got taunt, then that's fine. So I could just keep chipping it down with Yurna. And as long as if it's synthesis, then it's not taunt, so I could keep swapping away its boosts with Yurna. So as long as it's not both taunt and synthesis, I'm like, I'm fine. I can win this, even if he gets to all of the Weavile turns right against my Latios. So I go Latios here anyway, knowing I could kill him with Ice Beam. And I really wanted to Earthquake, but he went Tran, which is a good play by him, moving around. And now I think I go Earthquake. No, I go Ice Beam again, predicting Landorus, thinking he might be scared of Draco. But I Ice Beam into the Lati, into the Weavile, actually, which is a good play by him. And I predicted Pursuit here, knowing that since I'm Ice Beam, I'm not Draco, so you can take the Earthquake. So he lives the Earthquake, that's fine to 63, but I put him in Rocks range at least. So I go Clef to set up Rocks, and one Fogger's down already. Lander is the only thing that can Fog. He goes to Tran, and I'm like, all right, I don't really have a switch in with both those dead, unfortunately, but I can just stall out Magma Star PP, so I wish there, see if he's Magma or Plume, and he's Magma. He's going to miss here, which is good for me. And it's been Mr. Fast. It's a bit of a drawn out sequence. He's going to go for Earth Power, which I think that was a smart play to begin with. He's going to get the taunts in. Finally, he's going to land a couple of Magmas. Now he's going to go Superior here, which is interesting for me. I get the Moonblast off, and that's great because that's damage. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this thing's taunt, so he's probably not going to be able to heal it up. He reveals his synth. I'm like, okay, it's probably going to glare me here. So it goes Landorus, and I crit the Flash Cannon, which is really advantageous for me. And now I go Landorus on the Fog. I'm now going to Quake the Weavile, predicting the Tran to come in mid-ground return. And he goes Zard, and I'm like, all right, I'm sitting pretty. He has synth, but he doesn't have taunt. But then I'm like, wait, he revealed taunt earlier. Oh, right, this is also a big term. I predict him to predict Pax and go back to Tran, so I Earthquake over predicting. It was an unnecessary play by me, but I since he had Synthesis as Sun, I couldn't have beaten the Serp anyway. Since it does in fact have taunt, which it revealed, and I'm like, oh fuck, it revealed taunt. I can't beat it with Gearna. And I'm like, shit, I can barely beat the Tran as is as he misses again. So I'm like lucky, but like, yeah, I get soloed by this Serp. So despite a really good outplaying start, I'm just soloed by this Serp at this point. So Serp plus Weave just really dominated me. And I really don't understand this set at all from Kanto. You can't run Z without Glare. Like, it defeats the purpose, but it worked wonders here, as you saw. He's just going to kind of pick me apart. So yeah, game's going to be there. So we're going to game 3 here. That's fine. I really played well early, but later it just fell apart. The only bad play I made was the Landorus Earthquake, but it was kind of a prediction, so I was behind because I noticed a taunt around there. So yeah, it was a wrap. Game 3, I'm using this cool dual fire team I cooked up last night, and he's using some weird ratchet offense, so let's get down into it. Really cool team from him, all things considered. I was fearful of this being Power Whip and it being like Choice Rotom or like Pivot Rotom, because I can swell by Substitute, and I go to my Clef on the Power Whip miss. And now I go back to Mandibuzz and the Rocks. I'm like, okay. Unfortunately, I'm not knocked, but I can just fog this round and install it Liquidation TP. CC is only doing 20, so it's like a defensive Liquidation, which defeats the purpose of the set in my eyes, because, like, why else run Power Whip? Like, if you're not going to be able to kill opposing sides with in one, like, they could easily get wished up and teleport and then, like, play around it. So I really don't see why you run this without attack, but it is what it is. Foul Play is going to do a lot less, and on top of that, he's going to just have a ton more durability and do a lot less damage to me. Yeah, so we're going through the sequence right off the bat. I'm defogging, but finally he gets a drop. Crit. And he's kind of Earthquake on Roost. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm going to my own Saspa, so he Earthquake. And I go back to this. He goes Terrakion as I defog. And this Terrakion, I'm like, okay, shit. And it Stone Edges me here for 56. So I'm like, all right, it might be a Scarf on this, because, like, there's nothing else for speed control. But then he Swords Dances on the Protect. I'm like, all right, fuck. And now I get rid of the Chandelure because I've got nothing, and now I go Drachi, and I'm like, shit, this game's looking really bleak. Because, like, I could Iron Head Live, that gives free Drachi, that gets free Seismitoad, and free Aegislash, so I'm just, like, way behind already. So, yeah, it pretty much looks like it's over at this point. But I'm going to play my outs, of course. I'm going to put some fast, though. But, yeah, I'm a Roost here, And now I'm gonna get the Drachi in on the stone, which is the right play. It's 22 there, and I'm gonna go. He's gonna go Aegis, so U-turn. Okay, I get that right. I go Rotom Heat, and I could try and get the Toxic on the Seismitoad. Okay, that's great. So I can make some progress. He goes the Whip, predicting me to go like mid-ground Seismitoad. So it's good. I've gotten the last couple turns right. He goes Tracheon again. I have like pivot runs. I've got no check to it, so I'm just really weak to Tracheon. He gets a crit there, which is unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter. I U-turn again. Get Seismitoad in. Okay, it's great. I go for my rocks there, and I'm thinking, okay, this is a fine trade for me. I think here I go Clef, saying I'm fine trading rocks. I just want to get something healthy, like the Jirachi, so I can take close combat later. He goes Aegis has to cut me off, and I feel kind of pressured to go to something that can at least pressure this. And he goes for Swords Dance as I go Seismitoad. And now I lot of live and he hit a +2, so it's chill. I'm gonna Mana Buzz, actually kind of predicting him to switch out, but that wasn't the switch I was hoping for there. But anyway, I get Clefable, and again I'm able to wish again. And now I'm gonna go Rotom Heat on the Swords Dance, so I cut it off there, and I can sort of threaten the Seismitoad with the Overheat, which is great. The 26 there, so I'm making progress, but it's really uphill battle because the track gun just kind of checkmates me. And I need this Clef not to be Wish, but it is Wish, and that kills me because he can get this all the way back up. And I just feel like he's regenerating health where I'm consistently threatened. So I feel like I'm in for a really long battle here. I'm probably going to lose, unfortunately. And I wish. I mean, I Moonblast. That's fine. Now I go Mana Buzz here, and I really should foul play here, but I switch out thinking, okay, he has to think I'm fast because Bisharp suits me otherwise. And the whole point of running fast Mana Buzz is to get foul play out faster so you live +2 Iron Head and you 2 KO it. It also lets you outrun a couple other things. But yeah, so I'm like, you have to consider that, and there's no point risking it from his position. Because, like, A, foul play obviously kills him, and B, like, he's in such a winning position that, like, there's no point. But he, for whatever reason, stays in close combats, which, Iron Heads rather, which is a really stupid play in my eyes. But it worked. And yeah, it's going to take this out, as you see. I think that might have been a high damage roll, but Shadow Seek would have killed either way afterwards, obviously. So yeah, now it's just over at this point. I can't really win this game. I'm just gonna play around, but it's futile at this point. I really don't understand why he risked that. And he did still have Terrakion, and apparently he was a sub variant of the Rotom, which makes no sense at all. Like you have no speed control on this team, and you have Power Whip Seismitoad, which is meant to take advantage of Rotom W, like Seismitoad, so Rotom W can open up. But you're also using Sub Rotom, which is there, so that you lure and set up on Seismitoad. So I just don't understand the set choices on Kanto's team at all. Apparently, the team Teal made, but whatever. I wasn't winning against Tsurak and all like that anyway. It was like a really undesirable matchup. So yeah, eventually I think I'll just let Kiv in. It is in fact max attack on the Seismitoad. I just was bulkier, I guess, on the Mandibus than I thought, or at least attack invested. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm playing -1 defense. That's why I did so much. So yeah, it wasn't attack invested. And then at Iron Heads, I just forfeit. Good game. He's going to emerge victorious there. I just couldn't do shit. But yeah, I feel like he made a really boneheaded play, and it turned a game that was almost definitely his anyway into completely his when it would have potentially put him in a losing position. Not losing, a neutralist position from being way ahead. And it worked out. So I kind of am upset at that. And the fact that I didn't call it. Not upset at him. No, rather, I'm upset at myself for not saying, okay, there's a chance he could choke, so why not play for the choke? Because that's a way to win games. That's what happened to me in SPL a couple times, particularly in week 2 and 3. And I didn't play for that, so it was not my fault for not making the right plays. So that's that. Kanto got the better end of me here in game 2 and 3. Really well done by Kanto. Good games. Definitely going to try and bring you guys my best video tomorrow. So peace.